Good afternoon, and I thought I would do a short video to explain or try to explain some of the meal options here at Olhuveli. So basically, there are two sides to this island really. You have the Olhuveli side, which includes Olhuveli and Dream Island, and then you also have the Tui side, which is the Romance Island. Now, just to make it really, really simple, if you are actually on the Romance Island, you basically are fully all-inclusive. You can eat on Romance completely free of charge. There's no additional cost at all. But if you're with TUI and you're on Romance and you come across to Dream Island, Olhuveli, then there is an additional charge you have to pay to eat and drink. It is discounted. I believe it's 40%. And then you can use any of the outlets. You're obviously free to roam around whenever you want. It's no restrictions on when you come and go. But if you want to eat on any of the outlets, then obviously there is a charge. So that's probably the simple answer for TUI. Things do change. This is as of January 2026. So that's if you're staying on Romance with TUI. There is another option to stay on Romance directly with Siam, and there are different benefits with that, and that changes quite regularly, so you'd have to double check that on the Siam website. Now, if you're staying on Romance, if you're staying on Olhuveli, and you could be staying on the main island of Olhuveli or Dream Island, it's all one, it's all the Olhuveli resort. It's just connected by a bridge, and part of it's called Dream, and part of it they call the main island. Now, if you're all inclusive, let's just keep it really simple to start off with. If you're all inclusive, you get all the buffet restaurants. So I think currently there are 2 buffet restaurants, one on the main island and one on Dream Island, and depending what room you're allocated to, obviously you'll be eating at that breakfast, lunch and dinner. Now, if you're all inclusive, there's part of all inclusive is called dine around. So from my understanding, and it does change as well, it's all inclusive dine around. What that actually means is that, say at lunchtime or at dinner time, you want to eat in some of the other a la carte restaurants, you will be able to eat off their dine around menu at that restaurant. So for example, if you come to this particular restaurant we're in now, the Italian restaurant, you can come here at lunchtime. You need to book, by the way, and you can pick stuff from the dine around a la carte menu. Now, there's a lot of confusion because people say, well, it says 40% off the menu. Yes, because there's another menu, a wider menu, that you can pick from that is chargeable at 40% off. I believe it's 40% off, but it's a big discount. So yeah, but the dine around menu, which is included in the all-inclusive, is quite extensive. So you can have calzone pizza here, you can have chicken burger here, you can have tuna salad here, chips. There's lots of stuff to pick from the dine around a la carte menu, and that is the same with a number of other outlets on Olhuveli and Dream Island, and it's also the same if you're on this island, Olhuveli and Dream Island, and you go across to Romance Island. So if you go across to Romance Island, you'd need to book, so you can go across there for lunch, or you can go across there for dinner. You need to book, and then when you're at that restaurant, you can pick from the dine around a la carte menu. So when they give you an iPad, they will show you what you can have as all inclusive, and they will show you what's additional. Or best thing to do is ask, but they will generally ask you if you're all inclusive, and they'll pass you the iPad, and it'll be open on the Dine Around menu page. So again, yeah, you can go across to Romance, and you can have lunch or dinner, all inclusive, no charge, as long as you pick from the Dine Around a la carte menu. Now, say if you do fancy going across to Romance and you fancy something a little bit special that's not on the Dine Around menu, you'll just charge you for it. And just ask, is this included, is it not included? But generally you'll see when they open up the iPad, it will say on the top of it, Dine Around a la carte menu. So it is a little bit confusing, and it becomes a little bit more confusing if you're staying on Dream Island with Tui, because you don't get that option of having to be able to dine on here on the main island. So hopefully that clears it up. You can also, as well, just in case if I didn't cover it, you can go across and have a drink at Romance if you're on the main island. So if you're on Olhuveli or Romance, so Olhuveli and Dream, you can go across to Romance and you can have a drink. What you can't do is, if you're booked again with Tui, you can't come across to Olhuveli or Dream Island and have a drink as part of your all-inclusive package. It will be chargeable at a discounted rate. So yeah, and if I never covered it at the very beginning, this basically is made up of 3 islands: the main island, Dream Island, and Romance. And then that order generally that you come on at Olhuveli, you cross a bridge here to Romance, you cross a bridge here to Dream, and then you cross another bridge actually to Romance. A lot of people on Romance will just stay on Romance all the time because Romance is adults only. So it's a little bit confusing, but hopefully that clears that up.